Hi everyone, Matt here, and today we are going to continue playing PesterQuest. And, we last left off with Volume 4. And now we're starting off with Volume 5. Grabs. I don't understand the routes. Nah, I'll just do it all. Volume 5, Route 1. People like us. Confident that your new friends are safely sleeping off a rowdy night full of snacks, video games, and taxidermy, you turn your thoughts to dreams. Jade's dreams. That fascinating, shining place that feels familiar the way a dream does. Prospect feels like the place you should be right now. You've got a brand new zap sense, and it hasn't failed you so far. It's allowed you to befriend several emotional, volatile teens in precarious home situations. These powers won't let you down. So you zap to the dream world. Turns out, you can fly here. Rad. You drift around for a little bit, admiring the glittering towers, waving lazily to all the various dream NPCs, till you come upon a dome with an open window. Inside, a troll boy with nubby horns and a silly outfit lies curled up in his dream bed, sleeping soundly. Ah, you look so peaceful. You imagine this is a very peaceful troll boy. Perhaps it should strike you as strange that you immediately know what this alien's race is, but nah, you don't have time for that. Abruptly, the boy vanishes. Oh shit. You follow him without hesitation. Zap. Luckily, your powers seem orientated to specific people rather than places. You figure it's because this is a character-driven narrative. You find yourself in a dim respite block. Blech. There's a bookshelf and a desk and clothes hung up on pegs on the wall, but instead of a bed being there, it's just a small tub of green goo. What the fuck? Gravelly voice tinged with mania crashes over you in a furious wave. You reel back from the onslaught. Every evening I wake up to another glorious night of the universe applying its globes directly to my face in the most hilarious and juvenile way possible. I'm used to this, okay? I'm not saying this is anything new. But this is just next fucking level. Your eyes finally adjust enough to see the same troll boy from the dream world. He appears to have fallen asleep at his husk top. Some crumbs are stuck to his face where it had been pressed to the desk. He's got a zodiac symbol on his shirt. Whichever one is a sideways 69. Nice. And man, he is angry. Like, way angrier than a normal person. I stand this crumbling excuse of a hive rigged this place with early warning systems, and what's my reward? A deformed blue blood teleporting into my respite block like a fucking... You zap out of there. Because, damn, you don't know what kind of early warning system he has. But whatever predators it's meant to keep away, all he'd have to do is shout at them. You appear on a nearby hill about 100 yards away from the hive. From the outside, it's large and leaning with square windows and an unnecessary number of balconies. Although, who are you to really say what's necessary? Maybe this dude really likes balconies. He could probably use the fresh air. A couple of similarly large and lopsided hives scatter the skyline. Hives. You aren't sure how you know they're called that, but it feels right. Maybe because of the organic insectile architecture. Like they were grown instead of built. clearly aren't on Earth anymore. The sky is black and the bushes are purple. There are 2 moons. Neither of them is your gold moon, though. You think maybe you should be freaked out by the strange alien land. But nah, you're a seasoned friend venturer by now. Besides, you like it here. It's comfortable, and this is a pretty good hill. You sit for a while, thinking about this hill and this universe and your place in it. Until the sun starts to crest over the distant horizon. Hey, idiot! Troll Boy is leaning out of his front door. You're sitting on the ground waiting for sunrise, so you're either a jade blood or a moron. And I know the only jade blood who lives outside the caverns, and she's a lot better looking than you. So what the hell? Who are you? You're not a troll. There's a substantial gap of grassy hill between the 2 of you, but you can hear him just fine. He has a talent for projection. You stand up and brush the dirt off your ass. He seems a bit less angry now. Let's take our sweet time. You walk leisurely down the hill. The heat from the rising sun washes over your back, and you speed up. That sun is bad news, you know it. You start down the hill, light bleeds further across the horizon, and your pace gets a little less leisurely. Troll Boy crosses his arms. His shoulders are rounded in a slouch, like he spends a lot of time making himself smaller. His black painted claws are bent down. You wave a little awkward hello. He rolls his eyes and grabs you by the arm, grip surprisingly strong. He tugs you underneath the shadowed overhang of the balcony. Okay, asshole, what were you doing watching me in my dream like some hornless case-posing pervert? I can't even retreat into unconsciousness anymore, is that it? I won't even slide into the nascent relief of death without an alien stalking me. Did one of my friends put you up to this? Was it Solux? Solux. Everyone's favorite pastime. Make Cat's life even more of a constant effervescent shit show. Tell him, Carcat, that it's not like that. You don't know anybody named Solux. And you didn't mean to be creepy. You just found him, liked how he looked, and decided to follow him up. Carcat's thick eyebrows curve upward. Okay, you know how that sounds, but you really didn't do it to be weird. You did it for friendship. You crave it, like a mineral. Well, very normal, Mr. Magic. Oh, but you are magic. Okay, maybe not you specifically, you don't want to brag, but you can do some pretty magic stuff. Carcat looks incredibly dubious, even more so than Rosehab, who you might have described as politely incredulous. You consider explaining to him all the wild stuff that Jade told you about, games and destiny and such things, but you really can't imagine what any of that has to do with this grumpy alien boy. What are the chances? You tell him you can prove it. You can bring him to visit one of his friends. You are so awesome at bringing friends together. You could visit Solix, was it? Carcat makes a noise like a tea kettle being punched. Hell no! That nook biter would self-immolate if I interrupted his coding. You wonder if that was a euphemism. Maybe Carcat just, scarecrows. I don't have the energy to sit his freaky deformed bulges today. Okay, then where does he want to go? Does he have any more friends? I wouldn't call him a friend exactly. More like an endless burden I've been cursed with by the slithering eldritch gods of the outer reaches. If I didn't go occasionally check up on him, he'd space out so far he'd hit hard vacuum. How do we do this? You're actually not quite sure, but you don't want to backpedal and suggest to this cool, angry troll boy that you don't know what you're doing. Do I just... His hand kind of hovers near yours. Hold on. You could hold hands, but you don't want to be too forward. You could also just hold him under the armpits. You think holding me under the armpits is less weird than holding front stumps? Yeah, sort of. Carcat puts an awkward hand on your elbow, and then he frowns. and pushes up your sleeve, laying 3 fingers against your bare arm. You good, dude? Yeah, sorry. You're just kind of warm. Thank you. You tell Karkat that he's very warm, too. Let's just get this over with. Try to aim for just outside his hive. His loose sus isn't around, and he's usually too stoned to even notice if the roof came down. But I don't want to startle him. Cool, here goes. You zap somewhere pitch black, and immediately blunder right into Karkat. Oh my god. Could you keep it together for a single fucking glance, Nugget? You aren't in Karkat's hive anymore. You appear to be in the void. Cool. The what? Let go of me. You tell Karkat that he is actually the one still holding on to you. Makes an angry noise through his nostrils and releases you from his clammy grasp. He moves away from you and collides with what sounds like about 17 mops all banging into each other and clattering to the ground. God fucking... Something smashes. Slurry, guzzling shower of low noises like marbles over hardwood. What even is that? Light finally pops on above you. You appear to be in an alien broom closet with, alien cleaning supplies, you guess? One of the bottles just has Clem written on it in permanent marker. You ask Karkat if he meant to transport the two of you into a closet. The bucket rattles as he kicks it. He yelps and jumps backward onto your foot. What the fuck? Kara, you bottom-feeding asshole. Your personal habits are almost as disgusting as your pan-rotting purple words. Why is your paling equipment mixed with your scrub poles? Did you figure nobody would notice? Surprise, Nook Sucker, I noticed. When the hell? Karkat breaks off, and after a moment you realize why. Heavy footsteps shuffle closer. Someone has heard the absolute rumpus tantrum that Karkat's kicking up. Oh hey, hold up, my brother. I'm hearing something in the scrub cubby. Some squeak beast lets all got itself trapped. The door opens a crack. Karkat grabs your arm again. Oh fuck. Shadow looms on the wall, wild hair and tall horns. Oh fuck me. Karkat squeezes your arm so hard it hurts. Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. The door opens a little wider and you can feel wetness on your arm where Karkat's claws have drawn blood. The door creaks and you panic. You both crash down to the floor together in Karkat's respite block. Karkat's little horns jab you in the side. What the fuck was that for? Why did you do that? Because Karkat was freaking the fuck out and you were worried the two of you were in danger. And there was some menacing asshole saying creepy stuff outside the closet door. That is a complete mischaracterization of the scenario. I'm totally disgusted you'd even bring it up. It's not a mischaracterization. He was totally losing it. Look, he was clinging onto you so hard that he even drew blood. You show him your clawed arm. Karkat's reaction is immediate and overblown. What you are beginning to gather isn't out of character for him. He starts vigorously examining himself. He appears to be checking for injuries. No, you insist. He's not the one bleeding. You are. He's so covered up in jeans and sweater that you have no idea how he even get cut in the first place. Wait, this is your blood? Yeah, what's the big deal besides the fact that he totally just scratched the shit out of you? You're willing to let it slide, though, for friendship reasons. You figure this might just be the way he greets people. It's honestly kind of fucked up. Maybe you should just leave? Wait, what? Now you're just going to zap the fuck out of here like nothing happened? You can't go out there. It isn't safe. Not for people like... Karkat pulls himself warily to his feet. He's still looking at you like you're a bomb that might go off if he steps wrong. Slowly, he extends his own palm, drags a claw across it. Crimson blood beads up and drips onto the floor. It isn't safe for people like us. Clearly, something is happening here. And it's probably a really deep and affecting moment. But you're just not sure what you're supposed to do. You bleed, he bleeds, both of you bleed. Sweet blood friends, you can fuck with that. How did you get Crueline's hoodie? Did you bag yourself a high blood morale? Now that you have established that the two of you do indeed both have blood, Karkat appears to have warmed up to you a lot. He even offers you something called grub juice, which you're pretty sure is just Coke, except not as sweet. It's almost a little salty. You take a tiny, polite sips, and then pour it into a dead plant as soon as Karkat turns his back. You tell him that you aren't exactly sure where you got the sweatshirt, you were just wearing it when you woke up. You don't even remember where that was. You just know you were standing in front of John's house and you were wearing this hoodie, and you knew it was important, but not why it's important. Possibly because it keeps you from being naked. You didn't realize it belonged to a Cruelian, whatever that is. Karkat is looking at you like you aren't making much sense, which is fair, because you really aren't making much sense. So you're a mutant blood alien with amnesia. That can also teleport. Yep, oh, and you can time travel too. Don't push it. Karkat sits down at his desk and hits the spacebar on his keyboard. We could probably figure out whose cast sign that is. Well, not us specifically, unless you got some incredibly unlikely and well-honed Husktop skills. You've got no Husktop skills, honed or otherwise. Yeah, I'm not fucking surprised. Yeah, just give me a second. Don't break any of my shit. Take a glance around the room, keeping your arms behind your back, so as to make absolutely sure you don't break any of his shit. This room is surprisingly tight for someone as scattered as Karkat, mostly just weapons and movie posters. It all has the air of someone who doesn't plan to live in a place for very long. Feels temporary. Karkat is typing furiously with his mouth pulled into a little frown. That's his default, it appears. Every so often, though, he'll throw glances at the cuts on your arm. He really is hung up on your blood. Good news, Captor. Tonight is your lucky night. Finally, you get a chance to put your money where your dribbling snaggle tooth flap is. I need you to do something for me. Okay, if this is more whining about the team leaders, I don't want to hear it. You just don't have the qualities necessary for this sort of scenario. And if you're just here to start some sort of slap fight for wrigglers, then you should probably go fuck yourself. Because I've got actual work I need to do tonight. One night. Oh my god, who gives a fuck about a game of radio dug out of a hole in the ground? And what actual work? Like, I even believe that for a second. You mean the actual work of touching yourself while sobbing into your recoup raccoon? Raccoon? Yes, lisp. Yes, hilarious, but can we skip the foreplay for just one time in our lives? All that's going to happen is you paying something, you saying something you regret, and then cry typing over whether or not we're still friends. Okay, first of all, fuck you. I don't have time for any of your pathetic burns dunking me into a cartoon of weak sauce. There's actual real serious shit going down. Well, now that we've wasted like 2 minutes telling each other how busy we are, what the fuck do you want? I need you to check something in the Imperial database for me. Cast records. And I want you to do it without asking me why I need it. Deal? Wait, what the fuck? Okay, absolutely no deal. You didn't even try to make a deal. You just told me to do something incredibly illegal and dangerous. Why do you need cast records? You think ancestors are bullshit? You think ancestors are bullshit. Ancestors are bullshit. Fake night dream nonsense for kids who hate themselves and want to experience a connection to something better than they are. Face the facts, bulge weeds. There is no way any of us are descended from anybody that matters. Then why the hell do you want me to risk getting cold for wreckers if it's a bunch of bullshit that doesn't matter? I might have a death wish, but I'm not suicidal. So either tell me what crawled up your nook and laid eggs in there, or let me get back to work. Okay, fine, I'm only telling you this because we're friends and I trust you. There's this person in my hive. Person. Yeah, they aren't a troll, but they aren't a drone either. I figure they're an alien? They've got a Krulian sign and we're trying to figure out where it came from. Wait, they aren't a troll, but they're a Krulian? Sorry, okay, I'm trying to wrap my pan around this, but I'm pretty sure you're fucking with me. Oh my god, could you just run this? Give me a second. Okay, nobody's had this sign or cast name in a while. Ask your new alien friend if they know the name Adalov. Hey, do you know? Oh, what the fuck? You stepped back from where you've been reading over Karkat's shoulder. You couldn't resist, he was just getting so heated and mad, banging on the keyboard and making weird little growling noises. You think you can just... Karkat goes absolutely silent. He's rigid. If he'd been a cat, his hair would be standing straight up. You ask him what's wrong. He shushes you so loudly, you almost fall over from shock. You strain, and in the distance, you think you hear strange, static-y whirring. Suddenly, Karkat explodes into motion, grabbing your arm and pulling you out of his rest-tight block and down the stairs. In the living room, he tugs a thin black blanket from off the back of the couch and pulls up the rug in the center of the room. Beneath it is a trap door. What the hell is... Be quiet. His movements are quick and panicky, but also methodical. His jaw is set and his eyes are hard as he unbolts the trapdoor, giving a hard yank to loosen and props it open. Beneath is a rectangular pit in the foundations of the house, the size and shape of a shallow grave. This isn't the first time he's done this. You doubt it's even the 10th. So far, Karkat has struck you as a little bit ridiculous, but now there's something fierce burning in him, something angry and distilled. The sound comes again, closer this time, and you see a hulking shadow out the window, huge and menacing and armored. Karkat yanks you down into the pit with him and wraps the two of you in a blanket. Then he closes the trapdoor and you are plunged into a darkness so absolute, it's like you've stopped existing. What the hell is going on? A drone. Karkat's face is squished against your shoulder. Fear in his voice shudders you to your bones. It's just a routine check. We should be fine down here. My loose us Douglas. It hides the temperature. The temperature? Of me. Of us. Of our mutation. You don't understand. But that doesn't stop you from being afraid. Possibly heavy footsteps land on the floor above. Karkat trembles. God, you have to do something. Let's wait it out. We'll be fine. Karkat mutters it to himself again and again. We'll be fine, we'll be fine. This always works. There's no reason to. Rusty grating screech it as the trap door is wrenched off its hinges. Light pours in, two giant metal hands reach out into the hole and pluck both of you out. Karkat wriggles and bites like a cat trying to get free. You don't have the chance. The drone tosses you violently out of the way. Your head hits the wall and everything goes a little strange and streaky after that. Jesus. When you come back to yourself, you're outside in the blazing morning heat with Karkat crouched over you. Did the two of you escape? Yeah. His voice is hollow. There's crimson blood smeared on his sweater and up to his chin. You realize it must have come from the reopened cuts on your arm. Karkat must have carried you out of the hive. The hive. Behind you, Karkat's house is in flames. The heat of the fire combines with the heat of the sun until it feels like the two of you are standing on the edge of hell. Oh my god, did the drone do that? No. My Lusus did. Lusus. I told you, I have early warning systems. He gave me a chance to get out before triggering it. Is he okay? Karkat gives you a look of utter disgust. He gestures towards the burning hive. I very much fucking doubt it. Okay, but the drone is dead, right? So he's safe. Karkat releases a creaky wheezing sound that it takes you a second to realize is a laugh. God, you really are an alien. Where are you even from? It sounds so relaxing. That isn't the only drone, you freaking nature. It's seen my sign, it's heard my voice, I'm on record as Cole on site. There is absolutely nowhere for me to go. Shit, okay. Well, what about his friends? You really don't think Karkat is in any sort of state to make decisions. So, you make an executive one for the both of you. Also, it's hot as shit out here, and your delicate skin is already starting to burn. What had the friend's name been? Solix? You take Karkat's hand because two of you are beyond holding each other under the armpits at this point. You appear in a residential street in a city, and for a second, you think you must have traveled in time as well, since it's night again. But then, you look up and see strange purple-blue glimmer in the sky. It's still day, but there's some sort of atmospheric shield between the killer sun and the city. You wonder why there isn't one over where Karkat lives. Maybe it's too far out in the sticks. Karkat yanks his hand out of yours, is still holding the blanket he wrapped the two of you in, staring around in nervous little ticks. He looks even more scared than he had been in his bedroom. Clearly, he doesn't get out much. Fuck! Low chime rings out through the empty street. Karkat pulls his palm husk out of his pocket and looks at it like he can't remember what it is. Like everything normal has been wiped away and all that remains is frozen horror in his eyes. Okay, what the fuck? I just saw your name come up on the feeds. What did you do, you fucking idiot? You're going to get... There... Cutioner. You can't just start showing on the... up on the coal list. I didn't do anything. Wrong voice. I didn't do anything. Solix, there's some stuff about me you don't know. Okay, what the hell? Okay, well, first of all, I'm right outside your hive stem. What are you talking about? Is this the mutant stuff who gives a shit about that? TZ knows too. She says she can taste our blood colors through the screen, which is all kinds of freaky. How does that even work? The screen started scratch and sniff. How the fuck? It doesn't matter. Well, I actually do not give a crap about any of Tesseri's cackling bullshit right now. Everything is fucked forever. As if in agreement, a familiar crackling whir starts up somewhere close by. You and Karkat look at each other in almost comedic distress. I have to go. Just come up here, okay? We'll figure this shit out. No, absolutely fucking not. Oh my god, you utter imbecile. You think your little pan sparks could do anything against a culling drone? I know you have a death wish, but I'm not going to assist you in a hysterical shit-fit suicide. You don't know anything about me or my death wish. Okay? Come upstairs. No! Don't make me tell you how much I hate you. Carcat throws his palm husk at the pavement, shattering the screen. Tears drip off his jaw in blurry streaks of red. Get me out of here. And don't you dare ask me what's wrong. You don't. You get him out of there. Out of there. To all over. Locale to locale. You take a grand tour of Alternia, a place you shouldn't know the name of, but you do. And everywhere you go, you hear the telltale grating word. Carcat was right. Wherever he goes, the drones follow. After a certain point, it just becomes routine. You teleport to a random location, and two of you just sort of loaf around until you hear the sound in the distance. By the time the sun starts to set, you are both exhausted and must have been zapped all over the planet. You find yourself back on the grassy fields, most likely somewhere near Carcat's demolished hive. Smoke hangs fetid in the evening air. Carcat's eyes are dull, his hair a tangled mass of curls so thick that he looked like twisted wire. I figured out why the fucking thing didn't work. What thing? Shakes his blanket, which he's holding on to all day. Which he's been holding on to all day. The last remnant of what is most likely by now just a smoking wreck. With two mutants in there, we were too warm. Years of perfecting my hiding like an oink beast from the slaughter technique. It's all decimated by some clueless asshole in a hoodie. Just Carcat out here having a normal one. Getting fucked up the waist shoot by an inexorable march of fate in the universe. I meet someone with the same disgusting deformity as me and they immediately ruin my life. This is why I don't let people into my hive. Carcat. There's so much hatred wrapped up in his voice. In his words, you don't think it's hatred for you. You ask him what you can do. You want to fix this. I think you've done enough. Carcat bundles himself up in the blanket, even though it isn't cold. He turns away. Game over. Let's flee. You're a pretty tolerant kind of dude. You're generally down for whatever, but lying in a shallow grave while a troll boy digs his nubby little horns into your ribs and a mechanical monster stomps around upstairs, that's kind of a lot, even for you. So you do really the only thing a responsible friend can. You get your friend the fuck out of Dodge. It was really cool of Jay to have us over. Felt like a birthday present, kind of. Especially since all of my other presents got lost in the mail. Actually, the only one that didn't get lost was a little Monsters poster my dad got me. He gave it to me a week early, almost like he knew that something weird was going to happen to the rest of my gifts. Sure, yeah, I'm happy for you, dude. Cool that your dad got you your unbelievably crappy shit to you before it got thrown in the literal garbage where, frankly, it belongs. But why are you wasting any part of our valuable word count babbling about your fucking little monster poster? Why, kitty? Who actually cares? I don't know, I just figured some people might want to know about it. Whack. Oh hey, Dave and John are propped up on the futon, gaming the way only bros can game, i.e. with several bags of chips and a mostly empty 2-liter bottle of Mountain Dew on the couch between them. Yeah, dog, saving room for Jesus and snacks. Oh hey, Mr. Mailman. You wave hello and try to catch your breath. You're a little unbalanced from the brutal shift between being buried alive to a chill Texas day with just a couple of guys being dudes. Wait, how did they even get back from Jade's? Alright. Yeah, it turns out her dog can teleport. Well, right. Who knew? I don't think Beck can time travel, though. So don't worry. You aren't going to be out of a job or anything. And I'm probably going to ask you to zap me back to my place before my dad realizes I've been gone this long. I don't think he'd call the cops on you, but I just want to be on the safe side. By the way, who the fuck is that? And is he like, okay? Oh yeah, Carcat. He's currently curled up on the ground with the blanket still wrapped around him. He's breathing very heavily and sort of clutching at the carpet. You lean down to make sure he's cool, while telling Dave and John that he's an alien from another planet. You figured you'd bring him here since shit got a little too hot back in alien land. Oh. Dope, I guess. Hey, dude. Wait. He's an alien? Like, a real alien? Yeah, John. Jesus Christ. Look, he's got little horns. Yeah, I can see that, but come on, aliens? Oh, so this is where you draw the line. Our friend living alone on an island with nothing but a magical dog and taxidermy grandpa, who she stuffed herself, isn't where you draw it. A teleporting fake mailman in a hoodie who just wants to be bros isn't where you draw it. I guess you have a point. All of that stuff just feels so normal now. So I guess in theory you could bring us to visit this alien planet, maybe. Not that that's anything I'd actually want to do. The place is probably stinking F. As fuck. You'd never catch me in space. Space ain't the place. Oh damn, write that down. You love a good Strider freestyle any day of the week. But this isn't Dave's route. So you return your focus back to... Oh, holy fuck, where did he go? Oh yeah, the little dude just scurried out of the door. Probably should have mentioned that. God damn it, you just brought Carcat to Earth and you've already lost him. Some friend you are. You zap down to the ground floor of the apartment building. Nothing. You zap to the stairwell and look up. Nothing. No alien... No, fuck. No little alien boy with a blanket. Shit, damn it. Remembering the time you met Dave, you zap up to the roof. You find Carcat standing silhouetted against the turgid Texas sky. Shimmers of heat haze making him look strangely artificial. He's shading his eyes and staring up at the sun. Hey dude, don't do that, you're gonna hurt yourself. Oh wow, thank you so much for the advice. I'm way too stupid to know not to look directly into a burning ball of fire. The pain is fucking intense and searing, but I'm just a dumb fucking animal. By the way, the sun is pathetic. Well, this is another planet and another sun. Yes, thank you. He drops his hand and turns to you. There are still cobwebs in his hair from the crawl space. Is this where you're from? You think so? Maybe? You don't remember very much about yourself, and you seem to know much more about Earth than you do Alternia. You don't remember very much about that place at all. Oh, except that it's called Alternia, apparently. This all feels... I don't know. Wrong? Or just really fucking weird? You zapped it and dragged me out of my hive to an alien planet where the sun isn't hot enough to burn. Well, it is definitely hot enough to burn, it just takes a little longer. Shut up, I wasn't finished. Before you showed up, Solix was telling me about this game that one of his friends found. We were all supposed to play together, and I don't know. Some stuff will have happened? I don't know why it feels like that matters. Yeah, sorry. I just feel it's hard to describe. Flattened out. Yeah, I feel you. You and Carcat both jump. Dave has ninja'd up the stairs and leaned casually against the brick wall. Shit, how long has he been staying there? And where's John? Oh, he just disappeared. Wait, what? Yeah, it's weird. The swirling void wormhole just opened up and the TV and sucked him right in. What? Well, I'm fucking with you. John's in the bathroom. But I had you for a second, didn't I? Absolutely sounds like something that could have happened these past couple days. Oh yeah, hilarious. He sure got you. Also, you're pretty sure the scene moved up here so you could talk to Carcat without Dave coming in and making all this about him again. Dave adjusts his shades. Man, that is an extremely weird thing to say. But yeah, horny dude. I mean, guy with horns. Are you talking to me? Oh, fuck. We were all supposed to play a game, too. Together as a group or some shit. Right, Jay told you about a game. A game that was supposed to change everything. It's that sort of shit that makes me get this feeling you know more about what's going on than your than you're telling us. You don't. You swear you don't. You have no idea why any of this is happening. Or maybe not happening? There's just some stuff you seem to know, but not until you absolutely have to. You're just sure that it's very important that you brought Carcat here. Why? How the fuck do I have anything to do with these hornless freaks? Standing right here, bro, my god. Well, yeah, that's a pretty good point now that I think about it. You said it's important for you to bring him here, like here specifically, in my apartment. Yeah. Why? You aren't sure. You just have this intense feeling that's imperative that the two of them are friends. Alright. Weird, but alright. Great, dude. You ever play any Tony Hawk? Victory. And now it's time for the other thing. Zap right over. No point in wasting daylight, or moonlight, whatever. So you just zap on over there. Holy fuck. A flash of gray and the gleam of metal, bright and shocking pain opens up in the middle of you. The boy stares, eyes round, yellow, and shocked. Your laugh comes out wet. Why are you laughing? You don't know what else to do. You press a hand to the wound in your stomach, trying to hold the blood in with sheer willpower. You tell me you were just trying to save a little time. What? The boy stares down at the weapon in his hand, a viciously hooked blade that he pulled seemingly out of nowhere. A scythe? No, sickle. Did communists actually use sickles, or were they just sickle-themed? There's so many communist facts that you don't know. The boy continues to stare at his sickle, and then he stares at your fingers. He looks back and forth. His sickle, your fingers, his sickle, your fingers. Or more accurately, the blood on his sickle and your fingers. He's gaping at the crimson splashes like he's never seen blood before. His mouth moves, but no sound comes out. He hunches over himself like he is the one who has been gutted. You aren't sure what he does after that, because suddenly you're on your back and all you can see is the sky. Game over. That was all of it. Honestly, it seems a bit short. Then again, there's the different routes, and they can't just make one route long and another route long as if it was a volume itself. And all that jazz. But, anyway, this has been... blah, 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 blah. That will be all for this time on PesterQuest. I'll probably continue this later today, and then probably upload again Tuesday next week. And such. And yeah, that will be all for this video. If you like my content, subscribe. If you like the video, like it. Make sure to check out the other PesterQuest videos in case you haven't watched them already. Yeah, have a good day and do whatever you do best.